I think most of us thought it was pretty weird how Matt Walsh got hacked, and then a day later, or maybe even it was the same day, he was also demonetized on YouTube. I thought that was really weird. I thought it felt kind of like a coordinated attack. I don't know who the hack was from. I'm not making any accusations of who the hack was from. I just think it was really strange timing that he was hacked on Twitter, and who knows what else, what other accounts was hacked. I think he got his SIM card cloned, so I don't know what else was hacked. But, he was hacked on Twitter and he was also demonetized on YouTube on the same day. Matt Walsh is a victim of many, many attacks. And also he said he came out after the hack and said that his family has been under threat. He's had to have full-time security at his home because of all the threats on his family. It's getting pretty crazy out there, man. It's really sad that somebody has to have full-time security at their home because of threats being made to their family. I mean, that always should be left out of the equation. This is all about discourse online. This is about a culture war. This is about an online war, a discourse war. It should be the marketplace of ideas, but of course, if you can't compete in the marketplace of ideas, you just ban the ideas that you can't compete with. And that's why Matt Walsh was banned. That's why Matt Walsh was demonetized, and they're trying to get him banned off of everything because they can't actually refute the ideas that he's putting out. So they just ban him. Then they don't have to compete. It's ridiculous, the world that we live in. It's ridiculous that instead of competing with the ideas that Matt Walsh has put out there, they instead threaten his family so that he stops speaking. But knowing Matt Walsh, like I said, Matt Walsh looks like the prime candidate to hack, right? He's like the most disliked person on the right from the left, and he's one of the most celebrated people on the right from the right. So he's a prime candidate to hack. You want to get some dirt on him. You want to make him look bad on Twitter by tweeting a bunch of stupid things. But Matt Walsh is actually the worst person to hack because he doesn't really care, I don't think, if he gets hacked, as long as he gets his account back, and he will definitely pursue legal action. And he's one of the worst people to deplatform. He's one of the worst people to demonetize because he will go after you. I mean this in the most positive way that it possibly can be said. I think Matt Walsh is one of the most petty people on the right. And like I said, not in a very negative way at all. I think it's one of the most positive ways that you can use that word. I think no matter how much money it's going to cost him, he's going to go after the people who demonetized him. No matter how much money it's going to cost him, he's going to go after the people that hacked him. He's going to take legal action if there is legal action to be taken. With the hack, of course there is. With the demonetization, I guess we'll have to wait and see. He said he's going to take the fight to Capitol Hill, and trust me, I'll be behind him 110%. I would definitely support anybody who wants to go after deplatforming, censoring, whatever it is, and Matt Walsh seems to have a great plan to combat the censorship. Let's check out what his plan is here. Our show account has gained 40,000 followers since we started it on Friday. We posted the first episode to Twitter a few hours ago, and the video has 160,000 views already, which is more than we were getting on YouTube in the same amount of time. Let me know in the comments, by the way, how Twitter monetization works when it comes to these YouTube videos, these Twitter videos. I'm not sure if you're able to even make money off these videos. I really have no clue, and I couldn't really find anything before recording this video. So let me know what the monetization is like. Do they play ads before these videos? And do you actually get the money from the ads for these videos? Let me know in the comments what's going on there. Because if this could be really big. If the monetization is even competitive with YouTube, this could be really big, dude. Because I think Twitter could actually compete with YouTube. Whereas Rumble, like, look, Matt Walsh could probably go to Rumble and probably keep similar numbers than he had on YouTube. But for smaller creators who get censored, for smaller creators who get deplatformed, Rumble, it just isn't a viable alternative because the UI isn't there, the viewer base isn't there, up to par with YouTube. And also the algorithm isn't there for discoverability. It's just not. And it's, like I said, the volume of viewers just isn't there. But if you take your existing fan base and you bring it over there and you have a very devout fan base like people like Matt Walsh or Steven Crowder or anybody like that has, and you go over to Rumble, you'll be fine. But if Twitter can actually have some good monetization, then it can take people who aren't huge with devout fan bases like Matt Walsh and Steven Crowder. It could take people who aren't those type of superstars, and it could give them an alternative platform, which would be absolutely huge. So let me know in the comments if that's actually a viable way to go. Hopefully Twitter will add mini player options soon so people can watch shows and still scroll through their Twitter feed. That would be huge as well. Use Firefox and open the tweet in a new tab. Then you can use the Firefox mini player across tabs and websites. You're welcome. Almost like Steven Crowder was right and people should have listened, but no, you can't possibly move away from big tech. I feel like that conversation is exhausted at this point. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. Keep up the amazing work and never stop, Matt. God bless you, brother. He also posted a clip talking about the situation. So let's check out what Matt Walsh has to say himself. YouTube has threatened to ban us if we don't affirm gender ideology. They want me to either surrender my principles or become irrelevant. So starting today, every episode of this show will be posted on Twitter, which is now the most powerful free speech platform in the world. Like I said, man, rooting for all this stuff. Obviously rooting for anti-censorship people, anybody who wants to fight against it, and any platform that wants to promote free speech, even though I have my questions. You know, I've had a few friends be censored. I've seen a few people be censored on Twitter. So I have my questions about Elon, if he's actually legit or not. But if any platform is moving more in the direction of free speech than any other platform out there, then I will definitely support it and try my best to keep the platform growing, you know, keep the platform moving forward. Let's check out what Matt Walsh has to say himself about the censorship, though, and what his plans will be in the future.
As long as they make affirmation of gender ideology a prerequisite for posting my show on the platform, I will not post my show on the platform. But I also will not allow myself to be banished into obscurity off to some internet ghetto where nobody will find my content. You see, big tech, this is the choice they want us to make. They want me either to surrender my principles or become irrelevant. And they'll be happy with whichever of those two options I choose. Either one, fine with them. Which is why I choose neither. Instead, starting today, we're going to make this show available to everyone for free on the Daily Wire. It'll also be available on Rumble, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the other places you normally get your podcasts. And we're trying something new as well. Starting today, every episode of this show will also be posted in full on Twitter, which is now the most powerful free speech platform in the world. And it seems like the place where this show belongs. If you follow our channel on YouTube, you can still find plenty of content that we'll make specially for you. We'll still post clips from the show so we can reach new audiences with our message. But we're not going to give YouTube our full show so long as the situation remains as it is. The point is that we're not going to capitulate, but we also aren't going to scale down and become obsolete. Instead, we're going to be bigger. We're going to be more innovative. We're going to reach more people in more ways on more platforms. That's our response. And this is just the beginning. I'll have more to announce soon.
And I love to see people fighting back like that, man. It really does make me feel good about the future when I see people like Matt Walsh fighting against this stuff and not just laying down and either giving in to the request of big tech or just falling into obscurity like so many other people have. It's really good to see this. And people like Matt Walsh, people like Ben Shapiro, other people who got censored like Tim Pool, Sara Gonzalez, The Quartering, all of them have the resources to be able to fight back against this stuff. So if they all join together, if they all support each other, and I will do my best as well. Obviously, I'm much smaller, have much less influence than they do, but I will do my part in promoting people like Matt Walsh and the others who got censored if they decide to do this in the future, if they decide to not give in to the request of big tech and instead, you know, just continue their platform, continue to grow their platform, continue to put out videos and content on other places that they more believe in the TOS. I would do my very best to support them in doing that. And I'm really glad that Matt Walsh has taken this route. Like I said, I would love to see him succeed greatly over on Twitter because I think that would be a great alternative platform. Maybe Twitter in the future could develop a place for videos. Like instead of just them showing up on the timeline, you having to watch them like you do normal, you know, viral tweets and viral videos that happen on Twitter. Maybe there could be a place that's more similar to YouTube or more similar to Rumble where you could actually just go to watch videos. I would love to see that. Maybe develop their own algorithm just simply for videos. Maybe actually let us upload custom thumbnails and things like that. I would love to see Twitter lean into more of that stuff. I think that it's a market that is desperately needed. There's definitely a market there. You know, people are desperate for a free speech platform where you can post videos that actually has the viewer base like Twitter has. Twitter has a huge viewer base, or it might even be more than YouTube. Twitter might even have more users than YouTube does. So that would be huge. Let me know what you guys think though. What do you think about Matt Walsh's plan for the future? And honestly, the execution has been pretty good so far. It seems like everything's working out so far for Matt Walsh and the others who have been censored. So let me know what you guys think though. What do you think about Matt Walsh's future on Twitter and on Rumble or wherever he decides to go afterward? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.